Hey, and welcome back to our channel, or welcome to it if you're new here. This video is going to be a little different. I'm recording some voiceover instead of being in front of the camera so much this week. My sweet husband Shem worked really hard building our raised bed, which you'll see our plans have changed from what we were talking about in our previous videos, and I'm really excited about it. So stay tuned for the whole video so you can see what we ended up doing in the garden this week. I spent several mornings this week working on moving our tomato starts into their own little grow bags. I got these on Amazon and I'll link them below. I'm not 100% sure that I love them yet. This is my first time using them. It's my first time ever growing tomatoes, actually. So what I am doing here is teasing apart the starts. I remove them from their little cell, tease them apart so the roots are not stuck to each other anymore. I'm filling the biodegradable grow bag with this Miracle-Gro mix, which, P.S., I don't know if that's a good soil to use or not. It's just what I had, so that's what I've been using. Kind of poke a hole in the middle and let the tomato plant sink down in as deep as it'll go. Now I do remove the bottom two leaves on the plant because the stalk of the tomato plant will actually grow roots all the way up. And by planting it as deep as I could, that gives it a better chance of establishing a nice, strong root system, sending out more roots from its stalk than you would have, or from its stem than you would have if you were planting it kind of where they were originally. I found this really therapeutic, and honestly, by the end of it, I was a machine. I was going so fast getting these put in their little grow bags, and I ended up scrapping the solo cup and just put the bag in the potting soil bag and filled it up that way. So there are all my starts. Aren't they so cute? I got this tea cart at an antique shop and just painted it because it was in pretty rough shape, and I love how it looks. So earlier this week, Stella and I came out and planted in the part of the bed that was already finished, and we just got our greens, like our salad greens and some marigolds in the bed here. The little back section behind the yellow tab markers, we're actually going to put tomatoes along a cattle panel. We've gotten a lot of ideas from Roots and Refuge, which is one of my most favorite YouTube channels ever, so you should definitely go follow them. Jess is awesome. The ideas she has for tomatoes have just taught me so much. So there will be tomatoes in the back there. I don't really want to grow in straight lines. I'm so excited about making things look really beautiful and lovely, but this is just how we had to get things going. You know, it just had to get it started. And so got the greens in the ground. I'm excited to see how they do. I mentioned earlier that I had bought bagged soil from the store, and it was so expensive. I paid $10 a bag. We bought 7 bags, and I thought I was being smart because I was just feeling rushed to get our salad and, our salad greens in the beds. And so I did that, and then after pricing out what compost topsoil mix from the nursery will be, it's just so incredibly much cheaper to buy it from the nursery. So going forward, we will be doing that. We'll hopefully be picking up a load of soil on Monday or Tuesday and finish filling the raised bed that Shem finishes in this video, as well as the 2 beds that you've seen kind of just floating around, those ones right there in the corner. Those were from kits that we bought last year, and I don't think they're going to stay right there. I think we're going to put something else right where they are currently. But wherever they end up, we'll fill them with that soil as well, instead of buying crazy expensive bagged soil. Lesson learned, rookie mistake. I really didn't think the price would be that much different, and it was significantly different. Coming up next week, my video is actually going to be all about our first year of having ducks. What we've learned having these 9 Khaki Campbell egg-laying ducks, the things that I wish I had known before we got started with them, that kind of thing. So stay tuned for next week for sure, so that you can hear a bit more about that if that's something you're interested in. I really love these girls, and they have been fantastic egg layers. Their eggs are so nutritious and tasty, and just learning all the cool things we can do with them has been huge for our family. We're actually, most of us in our little family are allergic to chicken eggs, but we can have duck eggs, which has been such a blessing. And so yeah, I'll be talking more about that next week, so stay tuned for that. So my brother actually had some topsoil compost mix left over from a project he was doing at his house. And so we took what he had left over in his truck bed, and we began filling what is now a 22 by 4.5 foot bed. Isn't it cool looking? I'm loving how this is coming together. I think that's it for this week, and like I said, next week I'll be posting a video all about what I wish I knew before we had gotten our ducks. It's going to be a fun one, so please stay tuned for that. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and tune in so you can stay posted on our garden progress and the other things we're up to on our little hobby farm.